Are you aware of your emotions? It's important to me in my recovery that I am aware of mine. Sounds cheesy, I know, but it can help to know when I'm angry and why, or sad and how come. Lisa gives some tips on identifying our emotions while in recovery from alcohol and drugs. Please subscribe and listen to the end because she talks about how our thinking while in addiction was all wrong.
Yeah, my pour me,
Yeah.
pour me another drink, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Or my anger,
Right.
because sometimes my feelings are hard to identify. I have to really, even at 15 years clean, I have to really stop and be mindful and figure out what am I feeling, because embarrassment, right?
Right.
If
Turns anger.
it is anger.
It is anger.
It comes out as anger, but I'm not mad. I just got embarrassed, right?
Right.
Right.
Why can't I just say, God, that was embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm like,
How dare you
But,
embarrass me?
yeah, but it's hard to track. It's hard to track those emotions sometimes. It was
Right.
a Saturday morning about 2 months ago. You gave me an emotion wheel that's
Yeah.
on my refrigerator to help me identify what the fuck I'm feeling like this. You know what I mean? Like, where's it coming from? And it comes in clutch. Because sometimes I'm embarrassed, sometimes anxiety, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's from confusion. Like, just because I can't decipher certain things,
decision
I'm
making.
angry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had one of our guys came in and visited me today, and he kept telling me, I can't make a decision. I can't make a decision. I said, then don't.
Right. I guess.
You probably-
Imagine the concept.
I
Right?
know, right? But I mean, it's hard to think. It sounds simple.
Right.
But-
then don't.
Yeah.
And he said, but I need to know. I said, but that's later.
Yeah. That's not today.
You don't have to
Not now.
make that decision right
Yeah.
now, right?
Mm.
It doesn't have to be right
That's
now.
where that anxiety comes from.
Absolutely. And then when we do that and we put ourselves in that, so now we're all wound up and everybody we're around, right? We get snippy with everybody around us because we've got our own shit. Sadness is another one, right?
Like, why am I sad?
When I'm feeling sad, I don't want to feel sad. So like I don't like to think of good emotions and bad emotions or negative or positive, right? But it's just an emotion. And when I feel it, I feel like I shouldn't
Right.
feel it, right? But my brain tells me my life is going pretty good. What do I have to be sad about?
Right.
Well, so then that gets me back in my,
Yeah.
so like being able to say it, out loud is the most beautiful thing. Just like, I'm kind of sad. I'm feeling kind of disconnected. I've got this going on. I don't feel like I'm connecting good with others, or, I feel like, well, whatever, I don't feel like I'm getting accomplished what I should be getting accomplished. Just things, right?
Right.
That give us, that they don't make us, but they bring on feelings of.
That's a skill set in itself that a lot of us don't have. I know it's something that I'm definitely working on because, I look like I'm having a bad day or something. You say, what's wrong? And I say nothing, or I say something, but to actually identify it,
Yeah.
and be able to pinpoint it, because then you can deal with it if you can pinpoint it.
Right.
That's like a character trait or a skill that I think it's hard to learn.
It
Because I don't have it yet. I
is.
work on it. I'm mindful of it.
Yeah.
But it's something that still eludes me a lot
That's
of
where
times.
that will comes in.
Yep.
Play to know that the awareness of it, identify it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
then-
being mindful too
Yeah.
of just what's really going on. What am I feeling? 3 thoughts, 3 feelings. Try to figure that out in the day, when I wake up in the morning. 3 thoughts, 3 feelings. And then at the end of the day, 3 behaviors. Did my thoughts and my feelings project what my behavior was going to be, right?
Yeah.
And how can I change the way that I think, right? Because sometimes it's because we have distorted thinking, right? That okay, example. All of us that drank, right, get up and would have a drink first thing in the morning to calm our nerves.
Yeah.
That's perfectly okay in our head.
Of course it is.
If I can do that and still be able to go to work, then I'm functioning, right?
Yeah.
So we tell ourselves that. And so it becomes, it's okay to get up in the morning and have a shot so that I can go and get on with my daily life.
It's easier to cross those lines.
Yes, but once you start, let me change the way I think. Normal people don't think about having a shot of liquor before they brush their teeth.
Yeah.
I guess they don't.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
I used to want to get a shot in before I brush my teeth, so that way
Yes.
when I
Brush it
brush
off.
my teeth,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
gone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like to do peppermint schnapps in the morning because for some reason I thought that it I smelled like peppermint.
I was the least clever of anybody. I smelled of tall cans every day I walked into work. Didn't give a shit. You know, I popped some wintergreen or something like that. But I think only one job. I was out at a distribution center over here out in Shafter. And there was one time this older black guy, he was just like, we were really cool, you know, like about 3 weeks in, he was like, you got to stop, man. He was like, every day we come here and we all stand together to get ready to see where we're being sent. He's like, every day you smell like tall boys. I was like, really? He was like, every single day.
And you think
I
you're
didn't think
slick.
anybody knew. You know what I mean? I didn't think anybody knew.
I've had that happen to me, but instead of thinking, well, maybe I should not drink before I go, I think, oh, okay, well, maybe I should change my cologne, or I'll bring my cologne with me.
Right.
Or I
Trying
will
to
try
find
different
the better
gum.
way.
Maybe fruity gum will help.
Yeah, we gotta try the
It's
new
because
way.
your disease is going to protect itself.
Yes,
You know
it's
what I
gonna
mean? It's
protect
going to give you some outs to where you don't have to go at it. You know what I mean? Like, don't come after me. Like, let's get rid of all this other stuff and we can still be cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lisa gives some good advice on what to do. You can hear more about it on my channel, Recovery with Sam, episode 12. Also, subscribe to hear people share their experience, strength, and hope.